We're nearly going to start now I'm just waiting for the nod here. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's still morning, about 5 minutes left, I think, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Hogan Suite here in Croke Park for the 2023 SuperValu TidyTowns Award Ceremony. I'd also like to make a very special welcome to the people who are joining us online, both at home and a little bit further afield. So it's more on Onor Dumsa, Fáilte a Choroiv, Huig Shomra Hogan, on Sa a Bark on Krogig, Lahaig Sharmanas, Radam SuperValu, the Bailta Slacht for a Fihe Tree. Agus báilm fáilte speisialta a chur rivnadina atá a fechantasteacharan agus a géisteach linn Sawalia agus a Biogani níos fuide I géin stoker for them down Derhan. And isn't it lovely to be in Croke Park? Yes. Now, I know there are some counties who might be more frequent visitors to Croke Park than others, but you are all here and so entitled to be here today, and it really is a wonderful occasion. And you know, I was thinking about Croke Park and us being here and the GAA, and I really feel this is a very good fit for the TidyTowns, because, you know, we talk about the GAA and it's about the parish and the volunteers and the community and the county. And really, that is the epitome of TidyTowns as well. It really, really is. So it's great to be here and to be celebrating another year of that wonderful, wonderful community initiative, the SuperValu TidyTowns. Now, the TidyTowns are still a really important part of the social fabric of our towns and villages, and we acknowledge that there have been difficulties for volunteers in recent years with pandemic and things like that, but the interest in the competition is still really, really strong. And this year, entries were received, the total more than 886 entries from towns and villages all around the country. And of these entrants, some had been really part of the initiative since 1958. Others were here for the first time, and others were returning, which is lovely to see as well. And I think that really is an amazing endorsement of the competition and what it means to all of us in Ireland. So I'm really happy to be here to compare today's proceedings and to reveal the awards and the special awards and all of to kind of honour all of the hard work that has been done throughout the year. But the hard work is over, and this is your day to celebrate and to really, really enjoy. So I think you should give yourselves a round of applause, and thank you. Gur míle míle mágad. Gur mahaguf as an differ a dhéanann sibh in son cholúdar in sin son pobl fud na tíre. Now, our hosts for this event are the Department of Rural and Community Development, and they administer the competition, and also SuperValu, who this year are celebrating their 32nd year sponsoring the TidyTowns. So delighted to have the department and also delighted to have SuperValu. So now I'd like you to give a very warm Kate Míle Fáilte on stage through the Minister for Rural and Community Development, Heather Humphreys, TD. And would you also give a very warm welcome to the Managing Director of SuperValu, Mr. Ian Allen. Both of these will be presenting the awards. Enjoy, get comfortable there. You'll be up and down like a fiddler's elbow, presenting all the awards. But it's great. Today's ceremony will begin with the announcement of our special awards, and this year we have a record number of special awards, and I understand there's been a huge response to these awards, which have a prize fund of more than €58,000. And after that, we will announce the County and Endeavour Awards, the medal winners, and the regional awards winners. And then we move on to the main awards. Ireland's Tidiest Village, Ireland's Tidiest Small Town, Ireland's Tidiest Large Town, and Ireland's Tidiest Large Urban Centre. And then, of course, we will reveal, I suppose, the moment we will all be waiting for, the announcement of Ireland's Tidiest Town for 2023. And the screen here behind me will show the names of all of our winners, so keep an eye out for your own town or village. It's always nice to see your name in print. Each of the 886 entrants in this year's SuperValu TidyTowns competition will get their adjudicator's report and a copy of the results booklet on Monday. And you can also get the results by a QR code, and you see the QR code displayed on the screens and also on the website immediately after the ceremony. So that's another way of, if you like, accessing the results as quickly as you can. So now we're going to announce the winners in each of the special awards for this year's competition, and we will be presenting a number of these on stage. So the first award for 2023 is the Young Persons in TidyTowns Award, and the Department of Rural and Community Development sponsors this award. We have 4 highly commended winners, and they are Adair TidyTowns in County Limerick, Athboy TidyTowns in County Meath, Balbriggan TidyTowns in County Dublin, and Tipperary TidyTowns in County Tipperary. And the national winner of the Young Persons in TidyTowns Award goes to Tipperary TidyTowns in County Tipperary. So, we'd ask a representative from Tipperary TidyTowns to come up on stage. There's a few steps here. If a representative from Tipperary TidyTowns would please come up on stage, and Minister Humphreys and Ian Allen are going to present the award. So give them a round of applause. Here they come. Well done to County Tipperary. Our next special award is the School Award, and it's sponsored by SuperValu, and we have 4 regional winners, and they are in the Midlands and East, Gaelscoil Brefna in Gunday and Cavan, Northwest and West, Northampton National School in Galway, Southeast Blessington Educate Together National School in Wicklow, and the Southwest and Midwest Timoleague National School in County Cork. Okay? And when I announce the winner, we'd also ask for a representative from the winning area to please make their way on stage. The national winner for the 2023 SuperValu School Awards is Blessington Educate Together National School in County Wicklow. Up you come, and I'd ask Ian and Minister Humphreys to present the award. just think it's such a wonderful, wonderful awards, the school awards, because, you know, I, I now have a little grandson who's just started in junior infants, and they're already starting to take an interest in the community and the environment and all of those things, and it really is the future on Tauki. So congratulations to all of the schools and to Blessington Educate Together. So now, another really important award, I think, and it's a new award this year, is the Town Centre First Award. It's again sponsored by the Department of Rural and Community Development, and it has a prize fund of €5,000. And want to let you know, first of all, the third prize in this category goes to Ballyshannon, TidyTowns in County Donegal. Second prize goes to Boyle, TidyTowns in County Roscommon. And the national winner of the 2023 Town Centre First Award is Cappoquin, TidyTowns in County Waterford. And Minister Humphreys and do we have representatives from the Dacia, from Cappoquin? Yep, please, up on stage. You have to give them another round of applause because they have a long walk to get up here. Congratulations. So, well done, Cappoquin in County Waterford. Our final special award to be presented on stage today is the Inclusive Communities Award, and it's jointly sponsored by SuperValu and As I Am. And the national winner here is Nace, TidyTowns in County Kildare. So I'd invite, and we'd ask for somebody from Nace. He says he's shocked. Well done. Congratulations to Nace. I'd say they were shocked. Now, we're moving on now to the Sustainable Development Goals Award, and there's a number of announcements to make, and I would ask you please just to hold the applause until we get to the end, if you don't mind. You can give a little whoop or holler if your name is called out, but you know, we'll hold the applause till the end of the category. So the Sustainable Development Goals Award is sponsored by the Department of the Environment, Climate and Communications. Our runner-up is Greystones TidyTowns in County Wicklow. The Youth Award winner is Kilsheelan TidyTowns in County Tipperary. I like that. Our Village and Small Town winner is Ballyfahan, TidyTowns in County Cork. And our Large Town and Large Urban Centre winner is Rush, TidyTowns in County Dublin. Yeah. And the Climate Action Award is also sponsored by the Department of the Environment, Climate and Communications. And here the Youth Award goes to Balbriggan, TidyTowns in County Dublin. The runner-up is Kilsheelan, TidyTowns in Tipperary, and the winner in the Village and Small Town category is Ballyduff, TidyTowns in County Kerry, and the Large Town and Large Urban Centre Award is going to Baldoyle, TidyTowns in County Dublin. And we're still in the sustainable category. The Tree Project Award is sponsored by the Tree Council of Ireland, and the national winner here is Shannon, TidyTowns in County Clare. Well, that's good. The island award is sponsored by the Department of Rural and Community Development, and here, highly commended award goes to Sherkin Island in County Cork, and the national winner is named as, also in County Cork, Bear Island. So the two of them. I think that deserves a round of applause now, in fairness. The Department of Tourism, Culture, Arts, Gaeltacht Sport and Media sponsor the Gaeltacht Award, Gradam na Gaeltachta, and the highly commended award here goes to Carrigart i Gunde Dunanal. Agus an Gradam Náisiúnta, the national winner, is named as Béla Bhuirid i Gunde Muyo, Belmullet in County Mayo. So congratulations to those. The Town Challenge Award is sponsored by the Royal Institute of Architects of Ireland, and we have a national winner here, and that is Arklow, TidyTowns in County Wicklow. Yes! Inland Fisheries Ireland, Waterways Ireland and the Local Authority Waters Programme sponsor the Waters and Communities Award, and here we have regional highly commended awards going to, in the Midlands and East, Bettystown TidyTowns in County Meath. In North West and West, Ripple Project Team on behalf of Green Hills Biodiversity Group and Residents Association in Ballina in County Mayo. In the South East, a Hare River and Biodiversity Development Group in County Wexford, Southwest and Midwest, Ballineen and Enniskeane TidyTowns Association in County Cork. And our regional winners for the Waters and Communities Award are, in the Midlands and East, Milltown Pass TidyTowns in County Westmeath, Northwest and West, Ballyhaunis TidyTowns in County Mayo. In the Southeast, Loughlin Bridge Improvement Group, Bagnall's Town Improvement Group and Carlow TidyTowns, County Carlow. And in the Southwest and Midwest, Askeaton, Ballysteen National Heritage in County Limerick. And the national award is going to Milltown Pass TidyTowns in County Westmeath. So congratulations to all of you. Now, Leave No Trace Ireland sponsors the Leave No Trace TidyTowns Award, and our national winner here is Listerlin TidyTowns in County Kilkenny. So, Cogordagus Kunda Kilkenny. The Heritage Council sponsors the Heritage Award, and the national winner for 2023 is Williamstown TidyTowns in County Galway. Congratulations. Our All-Ireland Pollinator Plan, Local Authority Pollinator Award, is sponsored by the Heritage Offices and Biodiversities Offices of local authorities around Ireland in partnership with the National Biodiversity Data Centre. And this year, a highly commended certificate will be presented to the following groups: Abbey Leaks TidyTowns in County Laois, Balbriggan TidyTowns in County Dublin, Castle Gregory TidyTowns in County Kerry, Skerries TidyTowns in County Dublin, Tyrrell's Pass TidyTowns in County Westmeath, Woodford Parish Development in County Galway. So those are the highly commended. You can give them a round of applause. This year there's an award for Best Newcomer, and that goes to Dalkey TidyTowns in County Dublin. Well done, Dalkey. And now we have the small town regional winners, and they are, in the Midlands and East, Athboy TidyTowns in County Meath, in the Northwest and West, Belmullet TidyTowns in County Mayo, Southeast, Tullahocht TidyTowns in County Kilkenny, and in the Southwest and Midwest, Sneem TidyTowns in County Kerry. So give them a round of applause. Our large town regional winners are, in the Midlands and East, Raheny TidyTowns in County Dublin. In the Northwest and West, Buncrana TidyTowns in County Donegal. In the Southeast, Clonmel TidyTowns in County Tipperary. Southwest and Midwest Cove Tidy Towns in County Cork. So yeah, give them a round of applause, all of those. And the national winner for the Local Authority Pollinator Award for 2023 is Raheny Tidy Towns in County Dublin. Do you know what I love, first of all, the range of Tidy Towns associations that are featured in the awards. It really is very, very encouraging and motivational, and also the type of awards which I think really, really reflect Ireland and the way we live our lives. There's, you know, it's got a huge sense of people, community, environment, and all of those things which are so essential to us in this country, and that we value and we rate. So I think that's very important. Now, moving on, the EPA Circular Economy Award is sponsored by the Environmental Protection Agency, and highly commended awards go to Skerries Tidy Towns in County Dublin, Knockana Tidy Towns in County Wicklow, and the national winner is Swords Tidy Towns in County Dublin. So congratulations to all of you. Skerries, Knockana and Swords. And we have an additional Circular Economy Award, which is sponsored by the Clean Technology Centre of Munster Technological University. And the award winner here is Adair Tidy Towns in County Limerick. And this next award is one that is a huge struggle, I know, for everybody, from talking to people all around the country. The Gum Litter Task Force Award, sponsored by the Gum Litter Task Force. And the Village and Small Town category winner is Monavea Tidy Towns in County Galway. Congratulations. The Large Town and Large Urban Centres category winner is Fermoy Tidy Towns in County Cork. And the national award here goes to Fermoy Tidy Towns in County Cork. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the special awards for 2023. Agus bawallam córáidchas a ghabháilt le gach bútóir insna na gradam speisialta agus tugmís spúlabos dóibhniut. Give them a good round of applause. Now, we're moving on to the Endeavour Awards. And just to remind you that the Endeavour Awards, they're sponsored by SuperValu, and they're presented to the group with the biggest percentage increase on their 2022 score in the competition. Our winners are all displayed here on screen, but a selection of the Endeavour Award winners for 2023 are Shercock in County Cavan, Barry in County Longford, the Spa in County Kerry, and Bree in County Wexford. You can see them all there on the screen. So yeah, now just take a minute to look to see are you there, and give everybody a round of applause. So now we're moving on to the county awards, and these awards are presented to those who are placed first, second and third in each county. They're sponsored by SuperValu, and we're going to start with the County Commended Awards, or third places, and the winners all displayed on screen, but we would just like to give a mention to Unspidale i Gunda na Gaillimhe, Tullamore in County Offaly, Kilrush in County Clare, and Silver Mines in Tipperary North. But just take a minute to have a look there and see you're there. These are the third place category in the counties awards. So I think they deserve a round of applause as well. And now we're moving on to the highly commended at a county level, or second place. And again, the winners will all be on screen, but here we'd just like to congratulate Castlecoot in County Roscommon, Tyrrell's Pass in County Westmeath, Galbally in County Limerick, Kilsheelan in County Tipperary South, Camaleshkale. So give those a round of applause. You can see them all up there. And now the screen will change and we will be coming to the county winners, and all of them will be on the screen. But well done to... There you go. It's great, isn't it, when you see the names up on screen? But we would just like to give a special congratulations to Riverstown in County Sligo, Dalkey in County Dublin, Coolagown in Cork North, and Kilkenny in County Kilkenny. But that's them all county winners. I think they could give them another little búlabus. So, Cogordacus Lagakbuator on Sun, and that is the end of the Endeavour and County Awards for this year, for 2023. Okay, so now we're going to move on to this year's medal winners, and each of our medal winners are sponsored by SuperValu. Now, the medals are awarded based on the difference between the overall winning score and your score. And you'll get further details on how the medals are obtained in the results booklet. But let's start anyway with the bronze medals. And first, all of our winners again, listed on screen behind me. And we'd just like to extend special congratulations to Ballymun in Dublin and Douglas in Cork South, who achieved their bronze medals in this competition. And, you know, I'd just like to point out that there are more than 50 other towns and villages around the country who've achieved the bronze medal status, and there they are up there on the screen. So now we're going on to the silver medal winners for 2023. It's lovely. It's like not so much Christmas morning. It reminds me of, you remember years and years ago, well, I think they might still do it, on Christmas Eve on the radio, they'd read out the names of people who'd sent in letters to Santa Claus, and they'd made it to the North Pole, and Santa actually called out your name. They were only Irish people whose names were called out, but that's, I don't know, maybe they had a special department for different countries. But it's like that, isn't it? Hearing your name read out on Christmas Eve for Santa and seeing your name up here as a silver medal winner. So let me tell you, we'd like to just applaud in this category Rathangan in Kildare and Dromiskin in Louth, who progressed to silver medal status this year. Well done to those, and to all of the other silver medalists. So now, finally in this medal section, the winners of gold medals in the 2023. There's quite a few up there. Again, there's quite a tally up there, and I know the amount of work and years it takes to get to gold medal status. So well done. In particular, we would really like to congratulate Mulranny in Mayo, Skibbereen in Cork West, and Glaslock in Monaghan, all of whom excelled to the gold standard in the SuperValu TidyTowns competition for 2023. So again, well done to everybody. Um, and it's wonderful to see the hard work rewarded. And that is the end of the medal winners for 2023. You know, I think I speak on behalf of the department and SuperValu. Just want to congratulate all of the medal winners, and one last acknowledgement of the efforts of the volunteers, really, because it's all about the volunteers. So, Cogordachus, yeah, Bulabus, that's okay, that's allowed. It's actually lovely to see everybody. It's hard to imagine you all. You're all so beautifully dressed, and this is a lovely day out. It's hard to imagine you in the high-vis jackets and the wellies and the buckets and the heavy gloves, taking all the dirt and getting involved in all the projects. So, well done. I know you don't, look like this. We don't all look like this every day, but it's lovely to have the opportunity. Now, the regional awards are sponsored by the Department of Rural and Community Development, and we have 4 regions in the competition, and the winners are in the Midlands and East. The award goes to Abbey Leaks in County Laois. The Northwest and West regional award winner is Westport in County Mayo. The Southeast Regional Award goes to Kilkenny, in County Kilkenny. And finally, the winner in the Southwest and Midwest region is Killarney, in County Kerry. Now, so we are at the point now where we're coming to the main awards for 2023, and I can imagine there are butterflies and fingers crossed and toes crossed and hoping for the best. And I'd like to wish all of you, first of all, the best of luck for the announcements, but also congratulations on actually being here and having gotten to this point in your work. And you really do make a huge difference to the way we enjoy our country, especially when you're travelling around it a lot, which I do. So the main awards for 2023, the first of these is, of course, for Ireland's tidiest village for 2023. And the National Panel of Adjudicators has shortlisted 2 entrants for this award. And they are Geishel in County Offaly and Rosscarbery in Cork West. Now, I'm going to read, I suppose it's the citation or the adjudicator's report, what they had to say about these 2 lovely places. So the adjudicators were very impressed with Geishel, first of all, and how they've included the relevant sustainable development goals throughout the entry form. Congratulations on becoming the all-island winners of the Creative Places Initiative Award. The low stone walls are a special feature of the village green and the surrounding buildings, and the adjudicators congratulate you on the numerous high-quality landscaping schemes to be seen in Geishel, of which the focus is on pollinators. Again, moving with the times. The adjudicators acknowledge the hard work gone into the various sustainability projects which have driven behaviour change in the village. So well done to Geishel on a wonderful entry to this year's competition. So that's the citation for Geishel. Gorgeous. And with regard to Rosscarbery in Cork West, the adjudicators note that TidyTowns is an integral part of living in Rosscarbery, and on adjudication day, the village and the surrounding areas were abuzz with activity. I bet they were. The presentation of the streetscape is second to none. The adjudicators commend those who strive to ensure that Rosscarbery retains its quality traditional shopfront signs, and these add to the overall village character. The newly installed entrances at the Forge Park display quality local workmanship, and the attention to detail in this entire space is commendable. It's a beautiful place to sit or play, while at the same time acting as a haven for local biodiversity. And the adjudicators are delighted to note that sustainability cross-cuts all of your activities in line with the International Sustainable Development Goals. So well done to Rosscarbery. So now I'd like to call on Minister Humphreys to please announce the winner of Ireland's Tidiest Village for 2023.
So the winner is Gishel.
Congratulations, Gishel. Will the representatives from Gishel come up, please, to receive the award from Minister Humphreys and from Ian Allen. Well done. Well done. So now we're moving on to Ireland's Tidiest Small Town for 2023, and again 2 entrants have been shortlisted, and they are Abbeyleix in County Laois and Blackrock in County Louth. Okay? And this is what the adjudicators had to say about Abbeyleix first. They say, Abbeyleix, you have again impressed your adjudicators. The vista of the tree-lined main street from either end is simply stunning, and the artistic design of many of the shop fronts and residences contributes significantly to the streetscape. The Abbeyleix Bog project richly deserves its selection as a knowledgeable site for best practices in peatland restoration and management. The Apple Fest, where your group pressed and produced 1,000 litres of apple juice, is a celebration of the circular economy. The communal enthusiasm and active participation for further projects to ensure Abbeyleix becomes a green and sustainable town is inspiring. And they finish off by saying, keep up the good work, Abbeyleix. So well done, Abbeyleix. And this is what the adjudicators had to say about Blackrock in County Louth. The adjudicators note that the overall standard of presentation of the streetscape and town core in Blackrock is excellent. They admired the seafront area and loved the continuous seat all along the wall, a well-thought-out design when the wall was originally built. And along the promenade, there's excellent interpretation of the biodiversity value of Dundalk Bay. The Blackrock Park is accessible from numerous areas, making it very user-friendly. And the adjudicators also admired the QR codes, which give visitors more information. The success in the competition is one of drive, determination, and hard work by all of the volunteers. So well done, Blackrock, on your work for the 2023 SuperValu TidyTowns competition. Okay, so now I'd like to call on Ian Allen, SuperValu's Managing Director, to say a few words first, and then he will announce the winner of the Tidiest Small Town.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Minister Humphreys, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome here to Croke Park. It's wonderful to see yet again such a jam-packed venue of excited SuperValu TidyTowns committees, volunteers, SuperValu retailers, all gathered here to celebrate your fantastic achievements. I want to take you back to the year 1990. Nelson Mandela was released after 27 years imprisonment. We had wrecking cranes knocking the Berlin Wall. Mary Robinson was elected as the first female president of Ireland. Cork won the All-Ireland. Hold on. The football and the hurling. Had to get that one in. And SuperValu, we began our 33-year sponsorship of the TidyTowns competition. And we're here today to celebrate all of you, most especially your commitment to improving your local areas, to make them more sustainable, far better place for us all to live, to work, and to enjoy. Now, since the inception of SuperValu's valued partnership with TidyTowns, the competition has grown significantly and meaningfully. There are now over 1,000 active committees, backed by a powerful movement of almost 30,000 volunteers, all of whom are highly committed to enhancing your towns and villages right across the country. And as a community retailer, it's a great source of pride for us at SuperValu to be involved in such an incredible initiative. For more than 3 decades, our teams in our local SuperValus have worked hand in hand with the department and the many, many volunteers around the country to grow SuperValu TidyTowns competition to become what it is today. A powerful and uniting force, bringing together people from all communities all over the country, working towards a common cause and critically caring for our environment. Now, this competition has been to the forefront of constructive and sustainable action in our communities long before sustainability became the critically important topic that it is today. Climate action, we believe, starts locally, and I'm personally really excited for the future of SuperValu TidyTowns and what we will do with it. I'm convinced that it will be an even more critical role to play in sustainably developing our communities into the future. And it's a real powerful example of collective action impacting and making lasting change. The SuperValu TidyTowns competition is also a climate action movement that mobilises thousands of people to take local action and make a global impact. And at SuperValu, we're currently spearheading a really important campaign, Take Local Action to Make a Global Impact, which aims to showcase the small initiatives that we can all take in our homes, in our stores, in our communities, in our towns, to make a real collective impact. And this message is not a new one for everyone here. You live and breathe this every day. I hope you will have seen some of the SuperValu TidyTowns ads on TV, on billboards, on social media. In fact, the members of the Balbriggan TidyTowns Committee are the stars of our ad. And I know there's a few of them here, so big wave out to our crew from Ballybriggan. I've no doubt you're coping very well with your newfound fame. I must also call out the progress that our local SuperValu retailers have made collectively this past year on some of their sustainability targets. They've reduced their carbon emissions in stores by a whopping 9%, ensuring that we achieve our net zero carbon targets by 2040. And we're not going to stop there. We're delighted to have been reappointed as the sponsor of this amazing competition, as announced by Minister Humphreys last year. SuperValu TidyTowns is already a unique community movement, unparalleled in Europe, but it has an even brighter future. And I look forward, along with our SuperValu retailers, to working with the brilliant team at the department, the TidyTowns committees and volunteers right around the country, writing the next chapter for this wonderful competition. We want to ensure that it gets the recognition it deserves and to inspire and attract the next generation of volunteers. And SuperValu TidyTowns is testament to this. Volunteer groups are increasingly multi-generational. Young people have an invaluable contribution to make when it comes to climate action in our communities, and I'm excited for the continued work that we will do with schools over the coming years to mobilise and harness their infectious enthusiasm. We are also committed to continually working to make TidyTowns more inclusive, more diverse, and reflective of the ever-changing modern Ireland. As the land of the thousand welcomes, it's right and it makes sense that our 1,000 TidyTowns committees are the ones that are bringing to life and bringing together different facets of the community from all walks of life. So over the next 5 years, working with the department, we will re-energise SuperValu TidyTowns as a sustainable initiative for all and future generations, ensuring it's compelling for all people, easy for committees and volunteers to become involved, and ensure that the recognition is received for the positive impact that it has right throughout the country. So before I conclude, on behalf of everyone at SuperValu, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Minister Heather Humphreys for her ongoing support of the SuperValu TidyTowns Award. And I also want to recognise and congratulate the positive impact that the Our Rural Future strategy developed by the Minister is having on communities around Ireland to enable them realise their full potential. A big thank you also to the dedicated TidyTowns team at the Department of Rural and Community Development, who have worked tirelessly every year to ensure that the competition goes from strength to strength. And finally, to all of you here, our wonderful committees and volunteers, I simply just want to say thank you so much. The impact that you're having on every town and every community is truly enormous. Thank you very much. So, without further delay, I will now announce the winner of the Tidiest Small Town for 2023, Abbey Leaks.
Could we ask representatives from Abbey Leaks to come up on stage to be presented with your award? Oh, dear Jesus. Congratulations. So congratulations to Abbey Leaks. Congratulations to Abbey Leaks. Now, the third of our main awards is for Ireland's Tidiest Large Town for 2023. Two finalists in this category are Killarney in County Kerry and Westport in County Mayo. Well done to both of you, and let's talk about what the judges had to say. The adjudicators were impressed with the wide range and scope of the voluntary and community involvement in Westport, along with strong engagement with local schools. The open door policy of encouraging people to work together and the welcoming of all members, regardless of ability, age or background, is highly commended. The pollinator planting in public spaces were some of the best the adjudicators have seen all year. They were very taken with the new sustainability projects, such as the growing of crops in small areas and the formation of a school uniform bank. The commencement of the rewilding of suitable areas in the town is a very exciting project, so well done to all in Westport Tidy Towns. And then the judges said that Killarney was a pleasure to adjudicate this year. The excellent working relationship that has been nurtured with all of the stakeholders in the future of the town is admirable. A successful balance has been achieved between the hard and soft landscaping throughout the town. The town was litter-free on adjudication day. It's an amazing achievement given the footfall on any given day in the town. And the engagement of school children in sustainability projects augurs well for the future. Wildlife information panels along the river are a great attraction, and it was a pleasure to realise the cleanliness of the river and the riverbed. The Blue Pool project is a fine achievement, so very impressive indeed was the entry from Killarney, according to the judges. So now I'm going to ask Minister Humphreys to announce the winner of Ireland's Tidiest Large Town for 2023.
Okay. So, the winner of Ireland's Tidiest Large Town 2023 is Killarney.
Congratulations, Killarney. Can we ask somebody from the Killarney TidyTowns to join us on stage for the presentation of the award? There has to be somebody from Killarney here. Oh, I see them, yeah. Oh my goodness, there's a bit of an obstacle course there. Yeah, come on. Give them a round of applause as they make their way to the stage for the presentation. Well done. Congratulations to Killarney. Okay, so the last of our main categories and the penultimate award for today is Ireland's Tidiest Large Urban Centre for 2023. And the finalists selected by our TidyTowns adjudicators are Ballincollig in Cork South and Ennis in County Clare. So let me tell you what the adjudicators had to say. First of all, about Ballincollig, they said the town centre was a busy and bustling place on the day the adjudicators visited, and they noted there were some very attractive and eye-catching shop fronts and businesses. The regional park is a fantastic asset. The wildflower area is beautiful and well done on the sustainable grass cutting regime. Great to see that you've increased the number of pollinator plants in the floral displays throughout the town. And the tree project methodology is a fascinating project. As part of this initiative, the adjudicator was impressed to see the involvement of transition year students, the schools again, and well done on the promotion of the more sustainable transport modes. So that's Ballincollig, and now from the point of view of Ennis in County Clare, the adjudicators were delighted to visit Ennis and see the many projects completed by a working committee and the volunteers during the adjudication visit. The commercial heart of Ennis is very pleasant, with businesses, residences and retail outlets side by side, which makes sure that the town has a vitality all day long. The adjudicators were continually amazed by the range and quality of the public spaces in Ennis, with delightful seating areas, sculptures and high-quality landscaping schemes. And the adjudicators admired the great work with local youth groups producing a series of informative videos centred on the Sustainable Development Goals. It was fantastic to see the tree planting programme is continuing, with native trees being added to local sports grounds. So well done, Ennis. Now, So I'm going to ask Ian to announce the winner of Ireland's tidiest large urban centre. And when the announcement is made, we would ask, please, that the representatives of the winning area make their way up on stage as quickly as possible. So immediately, like, jump up and show enthusiasm. Okay, Ian?
So, the winner of Ireland's tidiest large urban centre 2023 is Ballincollig.
Well done to Ballincollig. Well done. And out of the traps very quickly. Fair play. Well done. And now, as congratulations to Ballincollig, a great win, and really speedy out of the traps, which was lovely to see as well. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, as they say in all the best circles, the announcement of the overall winner, Ireland's tidiest town for 2023. And I'm going to please ask Minister Humphreys to say a few words before she announces then who the winner is.
Okay, well, thank you, Mary and Ian. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. And to everyone tuning in online, you're so welcome. It really is my great pleasure to be here with you in Croke Park as we announce the results of the 2023 SuperValu TidyTowns competition. And of course, everybody has a favourite job. And you know, I think this is my favourite job. I think this is a wonderful, wonderful occasion. And this is the first time in its 65 years history that these awards are being presented in Croke Park. And of course, this is a very fitting location because for better or for worse, we can all relate to this place, Croke Park. It has a direct link to every club, every parish and every boreen in the country. And nothing brings out our pride of place more than the GAA, but except, of course, for the SuperValu TidyTowns competition. This year we are marking the 65th anniversary of the SuperValu TidyTowns competition, which continues to go, and I'm very pleased to say, from strength to strength. Indeed, it's great to see over 880 towns and villages enter again this year, up there amongst the highest number of entries on record. And behind all of these tidy town groups, there are tens of thousands of active volunteers. Indeed, over the years, you, the volunteers, have worked tirelessly to make your communities better, more sustainable and more attractive places for both locals and visitors alike. And you give up so much of your time and your skills for no other reason other than wanting to give back to the town and the village that you're very proud to call home. And I think of those of you who embark on the litter picks before dawn, while the rest of us are probably still in our beds, or those of you that we see out walking the back roads in your high-vis jackets late into the evening, come rain, hail and shine. And this is all done with a sense of pride, a sense of vision and a sense of community. And to each and every one of you, I say a huge Gura Míle Maith agat. So before I announce the overall winners, I just want to take a moment to realise the importance that you make in your communities. Many of you are lifelong volunteers, setting an example for others to follow. So if you take the Riley family over in Belmullet, the Riley family are generational TidyTowns volunteers, from grandmother Eva down to grandson Mark and granddaughter Rebecca, who has been taking part in community cleanups since the age of 3. Or you can head down to Clonakilty in County Cork and you'll meet a lady called Noreen Minahan. I met Noreen last year and I think I see her here again this year. Now, I don't want Noreen to give out to me later on, but I'm going to have to tell you her age. Noreen is 92. What can I say? She's some woman for one woman, because she was instrumental in Clonakilty's success in last year's competition. So that just goes to show you, at the heart of the TidyTowns is our people and our volunteers. And volunteers don't necessarily have the time, but they certainly have the heart. And I think it's fair to say that as the TidyTowns competition has developed over time, we have seen a greater focus on sustainability, biodiversity and inclusion. And these, of course, are key building blocks for stronger communities, a safer community and a vibrant local economy. And I'm delighted to hear that so many people from our new communities have joined their local TidyTowns groups, where I know they are extremely welcome and I know that they also bring great enthusiasm with them. Everything you do locally also benefits the entire country. Ireland may be a small country, but make no mistake about it, we are right at the centre of the world when it comes to sustainability. And that fact was recognised recently through the fantastic achievement of Ennis TidyTowns, who won an award at the Communities in Bloom competition in Canada, receiving a rating of 5 blooms. And a special mention for their pollinator-friendly gardens. So I think they deserve a round of applause. And I was delighted to provide an experienced TidyTowns adjudicator to mentor the group. And of course, this is the second year in a row that Ireland has won their category and received 5 blooms, with Laslock in my own home county of Monaghan having also done so in 2022. Of course, none of this is possible without collaboration, and I want to acknowledge the enormous support you receive from the local authorities, the state agencies, the local businesses, the sponsors, the sporting groups, the community groups, and of course our schools. And I also know that TidyTowns groups learn from each other, and that is the beauty of it. Groups are competing to be the best, but they have a shared purpose and have no hesitation in supporting each other to bring the standard up right across the board. And in this sense, I think it's fair to say that the competition is very much a race to the top. Of course, I also want to reiterate the government's and indeed my own department's support to you. And so I'm delighted to announce this afternoon a further 1.5 million in funding towards the SuperValu TidyTowns grant scheme. So with this funding announcement, the total funding provided by my department to TidyTowns groups since 2017 is now €9.5 million. And can I just say, you deserve every penny you get. And in addition, more than 270,000 in prize money will be awarded shortly across all the award categories. And all of this funding will enable TidyTowns groups to continue with your impactful work and to prepare for next year's competition, because I do know this is a day of celebration. But when you return to your towns and your villages and to your parishes, the work starts again for next year. Of course, officials from my department will be in contact with all eligible groups with the information on how you can avail of this funding. So don't be shy, get those applications in. Government support, of course, can only go so far. We're very lucky to have the long-standing partnership with our friends and sponsors, SuperValu. SuperValu has been synonymous with the competition for well over 30 years. So I want to sincerely thank Ian Allen, Managing Director, and his excellent team who work closely with my department in delivering this competition. SuperValu retailers throughout the country not only support their local tidy town groups, they are leaders in sustainability. And I really would ask you once again to join me in thanking SuperValu for their consistent support of this competition with a round of applause. And of course, it would be remiss of me not to acknowledge the support of other sponsors, particularly those who have supported our record number of special awards this year. And one such award is the brand new Town Centre First Award, sponsored by my department, which credits exemplary efforts by towns in driving forward town centre revitalisation in line with the Town Centre First policy. And of course, I'm delighted that Cappoquin have won this award. I visited the town on a number of occasions, and I have to say I saw firsthand the fantastic work that you're doing there in the town. So before I wrap up, I want to sincerely thank our wonderful panel of Tidy Town adjudicators. And I don't know who'd want their job, because they were back on the road with the unenviable task of adjudicating the 887 entries. Without your work, this competition would not have maintained such extraordinarily high standards for more than 6 decades. And I also want to say a big thank you to the staff in my Department of Rural and Community Development. I know they engage with all of you regularly, and they really do a wonderful job, and I want to say thank you to them as well. And to the team here at Croke Park, I want to say also thank you for your really warm welcome and your support for this event. And what can I say of our superb host today, Mary Kennedy. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
As usual, Mary has done a really brilliant job. And finally, my most important thank you today is thank you to you. The volunteers, the Tidy Town volunteers who are here today, the people who are watching online or with us in spirit. Your work is nothing short of inspirational. I travel the country a lot and I see firsthand the fantastic work that you do. I have to admire your enthusiasm, your dedication, and can I just say that your efforts are second to none. So today is very much your day, as together we acknowledge and celebrate your achievements. I want to wish you every success in the competition. And again, my congratulations to all of this year's winners. So now it's time for the result. No, thank you. And this is the moment you've all been waiting for. So, have I run out of time yet, Mary? I'm delighted to announce Ireland's tidiest town for 2023 is Abbeyleix.
So, congrats. And as the wonderful members of the Abbeyleix volunteers make their way to the stage, I would like to congratulate them. And also that to say to you that this is the end of our formal proceedings. And could I just say before we finish that all national winners, could they please, when we're finished here, go to the right-hand side of the stage where official photographs are being organised. Can we finish here? Well done. Well done. Can I? Just as you're leaving the suite, can I just finish by thanking Minister Humphreys and Ian for their attendance at today's ceremony, to Michael, who provided our ISL, all of the team at Croke Park for their support, and finally to you, all of the volunteers, for your work. Congratulations to all of the winners, and a special congratulations to Abby Leakes. I will tell you about the rule books and the adjudicators booklets in a little while, and just to let you know that you will have things by Monday's post. This is Abby Leakes' moment. Yeah, give them another round of applause. Can I also say, I'm just going to tell you about the rules and the booklets and all the rest, but can I also just let you know that, of course, the results and the ceremony will be featured on Nationwide this evening at 7 o'clock, and it's lovely to be in company here with my good friend Anne and former colleague, and also with Owen Ryan, who's the boss. Anyway. So keep an eye out for Nationwide at 7 p.m. tonight. Now, I'm just going to tell you the results booklet. You can also get it on the QR code, which is on the screens, and there are screens outside. You might need to zoom in, but it's also available in the foyer. And there's lunch in the foyer. You're all very welcome. Agus Marrockle Square. What an buchas go out leis an Ara Humphreys, agus le Ian, agus le Michael. Agus leis an bhuireann an Bark an Crocaig, as an daciacht an imeacht seo agus ar deire buchas go bháil live, as an diamantas agus an diagras. Tá gcóir agus a ríist leis na búitúirí ar fad agus buinnig í tainmh as a go deile den lá.
Oof.